These are the leeks I planted last fall, and they're starting to come awake, I guess, and grow. And the chives. And there's horseradish over there. Doesn't look like much yet, but it will. Here my husband redid the bed to help it so I can walk down the middle and weed things better. There's my cat over there on guard as usual. Got my potatoes planted. You can't see them, but they'll come up when they're ready. Mint starting to sprout. Stinging nettle. That's a really good plant. You can make a tea out of it. And you can actually eat them. You can dig up the roots and make medicinals out of it. You can make a tincture with some kind of alcohol, 100% proof alcohol, and let it be for about 3 months in it. Strain it and put it on your hair. It helps treat alopecia. But I'm not a doctor, so you'd have to ask a doctor. Anyway, if you're allergic to stuff like that, then don't do it. This is catnip, and cats love it. Thyme, and my sage is starting to wake up. More chives. I have garlic chives and onion chives. I was hoping that rosemary might work, and some of the leaves are still green, so. There's the garlic I planted last fall. Waking up and coming up. One of them looks like it bulbed and split up, and now they're tiny little ones coming up. We'll see what happens. Anyway, oregano. And this is the other garlic I planted. We planted hardneck garlic and softneck garlic, and they're starting to sprout. I just planted them. You're supposed to do that in the fall, so I'm not going to get a big harvest out of that right this year. And these are elephant garlic, which is actually a leek. And someone was moving, so they gave me their elephant garlic. And I'm still working on my beds. I got a weed, and this is anise hyssop. It has a licorice flavor. It's really wonderful. Tea or salads or whatever you want to do it with. I got a couple of those. Got lemon balm. Somewhere up here. Anyway, we're going to put jalapenos in that big tub. And this is the asparagus bed. Nothing's waking up yet. We've got strawberries in there. I have to weed and amend the soil for these heavy feeders. Anyway, and blueberries are starting to wake up. You see the buds on there? Yeah. Some of them needs to be trimmed. They look like they're dead. But a few, like the red stemmed, are still alive. I could just trim off the dead parts in the fall. Anyway, and I did something other people don't do. I planted my garden early, like in February. There's still snow on the ground. But I put fleece, which is rolled up at the end now, and a hoop house over it. And there's the lettuce. They're looking pretty good. And some onions. They're bunching onions. I have to weed it, but it's good. There's a bunch of other plants in here, like endive and can't even read what it says on there. Anyway, and celery comes up every year in the same spot. I'm thinking about moving this one this fall to the back so it's not in the way. Just have them all lined up in the back or something. Anyway, I recommend that all of you plant a garden if you can, even if it's in a container. At least then you'd have salad or something to eat. Tomatoes are good to grow in containers, and they do pretty well with them. And some potatoes will do pretty good in containers. I mean, do your research. Make sure you water them and give them good soil, and they'll do all right. I've got my beds ready. I'm gonna plant beets in this one, and I've got it ready already. I'm not gonna do that until May. Anyway, there's the state of the garden. I hope that you have happy adventures in gardening and in nature. My other cat, they keep the voles out of the garden. The voles really eat a lot of the vegetables if you're not careful. And the squirrels will get in here too, but the cats chase them away, so that's okay. Anyway, got some containers that I will put rainwater in, so in case we have a drought, I can still water my garden a little bit. Anyway, do your research on what to do and plant only the vegetables that you guys will eat, and then there should be no problem with feeding your family this coming hardship, if there is going to be one. I don't think there will be, but I don't know, so that's just a feeling I have. Anyway, have a wonderful day.